Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to go ahead and cover my top 10 niche fragrances for the night out and for clubbing. Now, I did the designer list last week. For those of you who are curious and interested, feel free to check my videos and you'll see the designer list for it. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the niche list. Now, with all my top 10 videos, I usually give a precursor and kind of give a little bit of information just before I start. And the first bit of information is, this is my list. This is nobody else's list. These are the fragrances that I choose for my top 10 night out, clubbing niche fragrances. It's not anybody else's list. It's not tabulated anyway. These are the fragrances that I choose, right? That's out of the way. The next item is these are fragrances that I tend to wear almost year-round. There are some that I wear a little bit more towards certain seasons, but I generally can wear these ones year-round. These are, and niche by definition, these are generally a little bit more obscure and more, I would say, expensive fragrances that are kind of down there. So that's just another thing to keep in mind. With that, let's just go ahead and start into the list. Starting off with number 10. One final thing, I think I pretty much reviewed almost all of these, so I won't really go in depth on description, just because I don't want this video to stretch out long. I want it to be a quick, to the point video. So, number 10, we have from the house of Bond Number 9, Bond Number 9's New Harlem. Here's the bottle. It says Bond Number 9, and then it says New Harlem on the front of it. With this, basically what you're going to get is a very good performance-wise fragrance that it smells very much like breakfast. It's very syrupy. It's very, I would say, sweet, very syrupy. Pancakey almost is kind of what it's got. A little bit of coffee tinge in it, and that really is what you're going to say. This really is a nice foodie type of a fragrance that really has a projection and the staying power to last and to project throughout the club. You're definitely going to be noticed throughout the club and night out if you're going to wear this. This, I tend to lean more towards a clubbing fragrance rather than a night out fragrance. A little bit too sweet for general night out, but number 10, New Harlem. Number 9 is a fragrance that I've actually repurposed. It fell off. It used to be my favorite fragrance for the longest time. Fell off of that, and I began to repurpose it and use it more as a strictly night out and a clubbing type of a fragrance, and that is Maurice Rousseau's Musc Ravageur. Yes, Musc Ravageur. It's coming in at number 9. You're going to get a very heavy clove type of a scent when you first spray it on, but as it dries down, you get a very sexy vanilla type of a vibe to it. It's very pungent, very open, very out there. It's kind of like an open shirt-chested fragrance, if you will, and really gets the job done. And one thing I would like to say about this one is if you spray too much on it, you're really going to find out what people think about it, whether they love it or whether they hate it. So it's one of those fragrances that I like because it's really ballsy, and on the skin, it's very, I would say, better to actually pull off. Maurice Rousseau's Musc Ravageur. Number 8 is a fragrance from the house of Kilian. We have my personal favorite from the house of Kilian, I won't take it out. Cruel Intentions. Comes in this little coffin-like thing, and it's a real pain, but whatever. Cruel Intentions. You're going to get a very sexy, woody type of fragrance that kind of has like a balmy type of an effect to it that I absolutely love. And because of it, it has this really unique tinge to it that I've gotten a couple compliments that they've never smelled anything like this when they've smelled it on me, and that's where Cruel Intentions comes from. Cruel Intentions at number 8. Number 7, we have from the house of Serge Lutens, probably their most recognizable fragrance, and that is Cher Guy. It operates as a fantastic night out fragrance. It's got this powdery type of a smell to it, that powdery hay type of a vibe. Yes, hay type of a vibe that really makes it stand out, especially when going out on a night out in the town, going out to a nice restaurant or something like that. A night out, basically. Serge Lutens Cher Guy. It has staying power, it has projection, and it really envelops you and creates the scent kind of matching with your body. Cher Guy. Number 6, we have a fragrance that I tend to wear in the summer months on my night out, and that is Carner Barcelona's D600. D600 is a smell that has a powdery iris type of a vibe to it, that has vanilla in it, that kind of makes it very nice and scrumptious. And it also has a little bit of a spicy tinge to it coming from, I believe it's like black pepper or something like that. But either way, it has this very nice Mediterranean vibe, which is exactly what they're going to, that I kind of get from this fragrance, and that's really why I love it. It's definitely a compliment getter. It's up there in compliments now for me. I've been getting a lot more compliments on this one. I can't wait to wear this one when it starts to get a little bit warmer out there. Perfect for the night out. Carnival Barcelona's D600. Number 5. I have a love-hate relationship with this one for many different reasons, but Christian Dior's Amber Nuit. Amber Nuit is still a very nice functioning night out fragrance. It has this kind of a little bit of a Play-Doh type of vibe, but it's not really, for those of you who smell Dior Homme Intense, it's not the same type of a vibe to it, but it does have this similar-ish, nice, I want to say, kind of like amber, Play-Doh-y, powdery, a little bit type of a vibe to it that really does well for nights out, and and I wouldn't say it will make you stand out hugely, but when people get up close to you, that's when they really smell it, basically, and it really becomes your own scent. Amber Nuit. Number 4, from the house of Ramon Monagal, a fragrance that I literally just reviewed, we've got Curel. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and open it up, but Curel is another leather type fragrance, imitation leather, if you will, or a leather interpretation that really has a nice vibe to a night out. And I like to compare this when I tell a lot of people and talk to a lot of people to almost my niche version of Dior Homme Intense in sort of a way. It kind of has this lipsticky vibe that's not the same type of lipstick, but it kind of reminds me of it. And Curel is definitely up there for a night out fragrance. Number 3, from the house of Creed. I was going to say from the house of Aventus. We've got Aventus from the house of Creed. A mainstay in any man's night out collection. I would highly recommend this, and still highly do. A lot of people say it's overhyped. I can kind of see that. I don't believe in hype, whether it be over or under. I like fragrances that I like, and this happens to be one of them. It's got a very nice woody apple type of a vibe to it, smoky type of a vibe to it, and pineapple type of a vibe to it that really creates this unique scent. A lot of scents have been trying to copy the hell out of this one, and for good reason. It's a fantastic scent, smells great, and doubles as an excellent night out fragrance. Creed's Aventus. Number 2, we have from the house of Olfactive Studio, Chambre Noire. Chambre Noire is, this one is such a great fragrance, and I say it's a great fragrance because on my skin, this has had such success, basically. Every girl that I've dated that I've worn this with has just been absolutely enamored with this scent, and that's one of the things that they will openly comment on and absolutely say, and it has done such a nice job for me, it's got to be up there. And at number 2, we've got Chambre Noire. I've done a review on this one as well, so check one out. Yeah, pretty much all of them I think I've done reviews on. And my favorite fragrance for my night out should come as no surprise to most of you, Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather. Tuscan Leather, Tom Ford. Very nice, animalistic leather type of a vibe to it. Very manly, very masculine. At the same time, smells like $1,000,000. Some say it smells like cocaine. Some say it does not smell like cocaine. I have never smelled cocaine, so I can't officially comment on it, but whatever. It's a fantastic fragrance. At first, when I first tried Tuscan Leather, I did not like it at all. It was all after like 6 months that I went revisited it and thought that it was magic. And so Tuscan Leather, it's up there. It's my number 1 night out clubbing fragrance. If you have any suggestions, or let me know what your top 10 niche fragrances are, or top 10 niche fragrances for the night out, or whatever the case may be. All right? Thank you. Take care of yourselves and have a great day.